Hello guys, a very good morning to all of you. So guys, we're doing this chapter of accounting for bills of exchange, and in particular we're doing the concept of accommodation of the bill. So guys, we understood in the last class that accommodation of bill is a concept, guys, where one person is trying to help another person, and between those person there is no actually any goods or services that is being transacted. There is no genuine business transaction as such, but still there's a bill drawn by one person and bill accepted by another person, and the sole motto behind this is to help each other. Right, guys? So this is the concept of accommodation of bill. So here we understood, guys, there are three cases to be dealt with. The first case, accommodation of the drawer, which means the help is provided to the drawer. So drawer will draw the bill on drawee, drawee will accept it and give it back. So in this entire process of case one, the drawer is a person who's getting benefited. Case two is a case where drawer will draw the bill. Drawer will draw the bill. Single person is drawing the bill, and the help is given to both the parties. That is the drawer and the drawee. How the help is given to both the parties, the question is something which we'll see today. And case three is where, let's suppose A is drawing bill on B, B is drawing bill on A. So it is both of them are drawing the bills in order to help each other. So this is case three. So today we'll be focusing on the sums related to case two and case three, guys. And whatever these three sums I've been doing in the last class and today, this is just the basic, to make you more comfortable with the concept of accommodation of the bill. But as we proceed, guys, when we do the study material, these cases could get a little bit complicated. So to give a warm up, these questions I'm giving it to you. To make a good warm up of your, study material, I'm giving a three illustration to you. In that one is completed, guys. Illustration one related to case one is completed in the last class. And today we'll be heading towards the illustration two, which is in relation to case number two, where it says we want to help the drawer and the drawee. That is accommodation of the drawer and the drawee. The question says that X draws a bill on Y for 1000 rupees at 3 months on 1st Jan 2021. This bill is discounted on 4th Jan 2021 by X at 12% per annum with his bank. Half of the proceeds, half of the amount that was discounted was handed over to Y. On the due date, X remitted rupees 500 by check to Y, who honors the bill on the same date. Pass necessary journal entries in the book of X and Y. Now let's understand this, guys. Let's understand this. This is X, this is Y. Guys, X draws a bill on Y. So guys, transaction number one, bill of exchange. Bill of exchange. Just a second. So X is drawing a bill of exchange of 1000 rupees on Y, and to which Y is accepting and returning it back. Y is accepting the bill of exchange. And what is X doing, guys? After the bill is accepted, X is discounting this bill on 4th January at the 12% per annum. So guys, X is going to bank and getting this bill discounted. So third step is the discounting step. So in this step, guys, the bill worth 1000 rupees will go out and you're getting the amount after 12% discount, guys. So please tell me what would be the interest amount. Can I say 1000 into 12% will give me interest for the entire year? I don't want for entire year. So divide by 12 into 4. So 40 rupees, guys, 40 rupees. No, it's 3, right? So divided by 12 into 3. So it is 30 rupees, guys. 30 rupees is the discounting charges. So you will get 970 rupees back from the bank. Whereas 30 rupees is your discounting charges. Then what is happening, guys? after the amount has been discounted from the bank, half of 970 is how much? Can somebody tell me? 485. X is handing over 485 to Y. Now this is mutual help, guys. Now this is a process where X is drawing the bill and Y is accepting the bill. Now here, X is not alone getting the help, guys. He's not the sole person who's enjoying this process. X is enjoying half of it and Y is enjoying half of it. So this is what is called as mutual help. Mutual help. So half of the money X is enjoying and half money Y is enjoying. Tell me one thing, guys. 30,000 discounting charges, technically, as of now, X is borne it. But in reality, should X bear the entire 30 rupees as the discounting charges? Or should we not distribute this 30 rupees equally between X and Y? Or in proportion to the amount that is being given to Y? If half the amount is enjoyed by Y, guys, don't you think that half the discounting charges should also be, be borne by Y? So 485 plus 15 rupees, he has to bear the half the charges. Next, on the due date, X is giving the 500 because Y is the person who has to pay the money back to the banker, guys. Y is the person who's supposed to make the payment to the banker. So fifth step is that X will make the payment of rupees 500 to the banker. So this is my fifth step. And finally, guys, Y will give this money to the bank on the due date. The bills of exchange, bills payable will be honored on the due date. So sixth entry is settlement of the bill of 500 rupees. Not 500, 500 of X plus 500 of Y. So total amount 1000 is being settled to the bank. So this is the process, guys. This is the process. Now let's understand and do the journal entry one by one. In the books of X, date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. Now tell me, guys, what will be the first transaction that will be recorded in the books of X? X is sending bills of exchange to Y for acceptance. While sending the bills of exchange, guys, will we record any journal entry?
No, sir.
Because it is not a business financial transaction, so I will not record any journal entry at stage 1. In stage 2, when Y is accepting and sending the bill back, that time, guys, X will record anything in his books.
Yes, sir.
On 1st of January, guys, on the 1st of January, bill is getting accepted. So 2021, on 1st of Jan, X is getting bills receivable. Bills receivable is coming inside the business. So can I say bills receivable account debit? 1000? Tell me, guys, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And this 1000 rupees, whatever is coming in, is it the permanent money of X? Will X keep that money permanently?
No, sir.
It has to repay that money back to Y in future. So we have to remember to repay the money back. So how do we remember to repay the money back to somebody? By creating a liability. So we are creating a liability to Y's account. Right? Then what is happening, guys? Then what is happening? If you come back to the drawing, after the bill is accepted, the third stage is, guys, the bill is getting discounted with the bank. Bill is getting discounted with the bank. So guys, who's the person who will be getting the money? On 4th of Jan, the bill is discounted. Date is very important, guys. Date is very important. So on 4th of Jan, bill is getting discounted. So in bank, money is going to come. So bank account debit. And the discounting charges, guys, initially we are paying. So we initially will record it. So discounting charges account debit to bills receivable is going out. We have sent the bills to the bank. So asset is going out. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So bills receivable. The bill worth which is gone out is, guys, 1000 rupees is the worth of bill that is gone out. In that, how much money is come back to me? 970 is come back and 30 is not come back. Why? Because this is a discounting charges. How did you calculate discounting charges? 1000 rupees is the bill value into 12 by 100. This will be the discounting charges throughout the year. We did not take help from bank throughout the year. We have taken help from bank only for 3 months. So into 3 by 12. That is how we get the discounting charges. Any doubt in the 4th Jan entry, guys? Any doubts in this entry?
No, sir.
Now what happens, guys? As soon as the money is coming, half of the proceeds, proceeds means what? This money. Proceeds means the money which is recovered from the bank. Proceeds means what? The money which is coming inside your business. So on the same date, as soon as the money came from the bank, on the same date, what is happening is this money is being given to Y. Guys, when you've paid money to Y, can I say to the extent of the money that is paid to Y, the liability of the Y is settled? That is X is owing 1,000 rupees to Y. On 1st Jan, on 4th of Jan, he has given a part of the amount. So can I say to that extent, I need to close the account of Y? So to close the liability, guys, can I say I need to give a debit? Can I say Y's account debit? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Two. Guys, what is going out? What is going out? Can I say money is going out? Half the proceeds was handed over to Y. Half the proceeds was handed over to Y. So mode is not mentioned, whether it is handed over through cash or check. So I'll take it cash. How much money is being handed over to the Y, guys? Can I say 490 rupees? Sorry,
85, sir.
485. 485. That is half of 970. Half of 970. 970 divided by 2. Half is gone, guys. And tell me one thing. Is this discount charge the responsibility of only X? Should X be the person who's bearing this 30 rupees? Who is enjoying the benefit of discounting? Is only X enjoying? No, both X and Y are enjoying. So this discounting charges also need to be proportionately split in the ratio of the benefit what you have taken. Here the benefit they have taken is equally. So the discounting charges will also be split equally. So 30 rupees is the discounting charges initially recorded for X. So in that 15 rupees is the discounting charges of Y. So can I say to the extent of 15 rupees, I need to reverse the discounting charges? Because discounting charges is expenses as per the modern approach. To increase expense, to record expense, I'll give a debit. And to decrease expense, to reverse expense, I'll give a credit. So two discounting charges. This is basically the reversal of the discounting. This is the reversal of the discounting charges. You will reverse how much? 15 rupees, not 30, 15 rupees. So 30 debit, 15 credit. So finally, how much X is bearing the expenses? 15 rupees. 30 minus 15, 15 is the expense that is borne by X. Now, guys, how much is the Y's account getting settled? Can I say Y's account out of 1,000 rupees, 500 is being settled? Out of 1,000 rupees, what we owe to Y in the first transaction, out of that 500 is being settled. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
Yes, boss.
Sir, in case the question mentioned that X 60%, Y 40%.
Very simple. In that case, the 970, if X is enjoying 60%, Y is enjoying 40%. So proportionately amount you will carry. And similarly, this is 30 rupees also, you will split in 60 and 40 ratio. Very simple logic. In the benefit, in what ratio it is enjoyed, in the same way the expenses will also be suffered.
Okay, sir.
Are you clear with this now?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, guys, on 4th of Jan, the bill is discounted and half of the proceed was remitted to Y. On the due date, X is given. Now, guys, on the maturity date, who's the person who's ultimately required to settle the amount to a bank? Y is supposed to settle. Y is supposed to settle 1,000 rupees. In that, 500 rupees finally has come back to Y. So Y can take the responsibility of this 500 rupees. Because, guys, X is remitted 485 plus 15, no? 15 is obviously discounting charges, but technically Y is enjoyed to the tune of 500 rupees. So Y will settle this 500 rupees from his pocket, no problem. But this 500 rupees, guys, X is enjoyed. So X has to give this 500 rupees to Y, no? Only then Y will be able to settle it. So on the due date, X is remitting his share of portion to Y. Now you may ask, sir, X is enjoying only 485. Why did he give 500? Baba, 485 is the charges what X is bearing. For enjoying 500 rupees, he has borne 15 rupees as expenses. So net amount that is enjoyed is 485. But he has taken the responsibility of 500, no? So he has to give the 500 rupees back. So on the due date, guys, please tell me what is the due date? Please tell me what will be the due date?
4th April.
1st Jan, we have to be very careful, guys. 4th Jan is the discounting date, so don't take that into consideration. The date of issuing the bill is 1st Jan. So issue date plus 3 grace days plus 3 months, or the issue date plus 3 months plus 3 grace days. So you'll get up at 4th of April. So you'll get 4th of April. So on 4th of April, guys, you need to understand the sequence in which it is happening, because it will go, the journal entries will be recorded in the sequence of the event that has been happening. So guys, in that date, from X, money is going out. So to bank, X is remitting this amount through check, guys, through check. So I'm doing to bank. How much money is giving? He's giving 500 rupees. And to that extent, Y's account is getting settled. So Y's account debit 500 to bank 500. Now, after Y is receiving the check, guys, Y is honoring this bill. That is, he's basically settling the bills payable to the bank. The bill settlement entry, should I record in X book or Y book?
Why, sir?
Y book, so I'm not concerned with that. So these are the 4 entries that I'll be recording. Now let's check whether we have settled the accounts or not. Guys, bills receivable, 1000 rupees. Debit, bills receivable 1000 credit. So bills receivable asset is knocked off. Similarly, Y's account, guys, credit 1000 and debit also should be 1000. So here 500 debit and here 500 debit, which means what? Y account is also settled. These are the 2 accounts that we have to ensure that it is settled, guys, which means that your answer is perfect. Any problem with this in the books of X?
So
Yes,
I
boss.
didn't understand the last entry.
Very simple, Kana. Now, X is drawing what bill worth on Y?
1000 rupees.
Correct. And Y is accepting and giving back. And X is going and discounting how much rupees from the bank?
970.
970. And out of this 970, can I say X is keeping 485 with himself and is giving the 485 to the Y?
Yes, sir.
So if I say 485, technically 485 means 500 rupees he is enjoying, and here 500 rupees Y is enjoying. Correct? Because I'm telling this is including the discounting charges. 500 includes the discounting charges of 15 each. Now what is happening is that on the maturity date, Y has to pay how much to bank?
1000 rupees.
Correct. In that 1000 rupees, can I say 500 rupees already Y has received from X and he's enjoying that? So he'll be the person who will be settling this 500 rupees to the bank on the due date?
Yes, sir.
So you're telling that on the due date, Y has to pay 1000, out of which 500 he will settle from his pocket. Where will the remaining 500 come from?
X has to pay.
X has to give. If X does not pay, Y will be in deep shit. So X is paying that 500 rupees to Y. So we are paying, X is paying 500 to Y. So that is this entry. To bank, 500 is going out. And guys, we owe 500 rupees to Y. If you see, Nandini, in the beginning of the first entry, 1000 rupees we credited Y because we owe this money to Y. Out of this 1000 rupees, we transferred this 500 worth benefit in form of cash and discounting charges. And the remaining 500 is given now in form of check to the Y. So now Y's account is completely settled. Now are you clear with this, Nandini?
Yes, sir.
Now guys, let's do the entry in the books of Y. Date, particulars.
Sir,
Yes, boss.
what will be the narration for the last transaction?
Being amount paid to X 500 rupees, or being the settlement of 500 rupees done to Y. Clear, Kana?
Yes, sir.
Done. Now guys, tell me one thing. If I come back to this diagram, what is the first transaction? When is the first transaction? Y will have to record in his books of accounts. X is sending the bill to Y. So upon sending the bill, will Y record any entry? No,
sir.
Y will record the entry when he's given his acceptance on the bill. So at this stage, Y will record. Tell me guys, what will be the journal entry? On 1st of Jan 2021, 1st Jan, what is happening, guys? He's accepting a bill. Accepting a bill means, can I say it is a liability?
Yes, sir.
Liability is in form of bills payable. So can I say 2 bills payable? Now, is it his real liability? Guys, this 1,000 rupees, what, Y has to pay to the bank on the due date, is this his liability originally? Has he enjoyed this 1,000 worth benefit anywhere?
No, sir.
This liability is taking the responsibility with the intention to help X and with the belief that X will give his money back on the maturity date. So Y is expecting this money to come from X in future. So anything which we expect to come in future is asset. So X account debit. This 1,000 rupees asset, we are expecting this money to come on due date. Y is expecting this 1,000 rupees on due date from X. And as soon as the money comes, he will settle this liability. So X account debit to bills payable. If you are finding this if you're finding this difficult to remember, guys, this is the same entry. For example, if X has sold any goods to Y, or if Y has purchased any goods from X, the entry is what? Purchase account debit to X. Then upon the bills payable being accepted, what do? We reverse X. X account is getting reversed to bills payable. So this is basically the second entry what we are recording. Guys, are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Now what happens? If I come in the sequence of the question, guys, after Y's acceptance of the bill, X is going and discounting this with the bank. So third entry should be recorded in Y's book. Should we record the third entry of discounting? No, this will be recorded by X because the discounting activity is a transaction happening between X and Y. Sorry, X and bank. So Y has got nothing to do. So third transaction will not record. First will not record. Second we recorded. Then what will happen? After X is receiving the money, he is making the payment to Y. He's making the payment of 485. Half of the proceeds is remitted to Y. So now this is a transaction which is happening between X and Y, which is happening between X and Y. So now guys, on 4th of Jan, after the bill is being discounted, on 4th of Jan, Y is receiving money. So bank account debit. Y is receiving money. How much rupees is he receiving, guys, from X?
485.
485. And this money what Y is enjoying, is it coming free of cost or is it coming with some cost?
With cost, sir.
What is the cost and what is the nature of the cost?
₹15, sir.
15 rupees is the cost, and the nature of the cost?
This.
Inappa, confidence illa. Correct dane? Bank account debit, you're getting 485 rupees, discounting charge 15 rupees. And to that extent, guys, you have received this money. You have received the benefit worth 500 rupees from whom? X. From X, you are supposed to receive 1,000 rupees in future. Out of 1,000 rupees, you have received 500 worth benefit, 485 in cash, and 15,000 rupees your discounting charges. So the total benefit what you're getting is 500. So to that extent, you have to close the asset by giving a credit. So X account will be closed to the tune of 500 rupees. Okay, not okay?
Sir, one
Yes,
doubt,
boss.
sir.
Yes, boss.
Sir, in the books of X, sir, you have entered this entry as cash entry, sir.
If I have
So,
entered there, cash here also you can write it as cash, not a problem.
okay.
Any one, guys. Here if you write, see here if you see, I've given as 2 cash. Then the question what Roshni is asking is, how can it be bank here? Of course, it's right. It can be cash. It should be cash. So what you're recording there, it has to be recorded here. In the question, the mode of payment that was handed over to Y is not given. So that's why we took cash there. So here also it should be cash only. Thank you, Roshni. Now, after 4th of Jan, guys, after 4th of Jan, what is happening? On the due date, X is remitting the balance 500 to Y. So due date is on 4th of April. On 4th of April, there's a transaction happening between X and Y. So Y is receiving money from X. How much money that Y is receiving? It is 500 through check. So bank account debit, your 500 rupees is being received, coming inside your business. To that extent, you need to close the account of X. So bank account debit to X account. Money coming in. Since the money is coming, the asset what you are expecting to come in future, since it is coming, to that extent you will close the X account. Then what is happening, guys? Once you have received the money on 4th of April, you have to make the settlement of the bill to the bank. Guys, you have to finally settle the bills to the bank. When you're settling the bill to the bank, your liability is getting closed. So bills payable account debit. 1,000 rupees is the worth of the bill that is being closed. And what is the mode of settlement to the bank, guys? Bank, it will always be to bank. So bills payable to bank. Let's see if all the accounts has been closed. If I talk about X, guys, X is 1,000 debit, which means I should have 1,000 rupees in credit. So I have 500 year in credit, 500 year in credit, which means X account is closed. Now let's see if bills payable account is closed. Bills payable, we have 1,000 rupees here in credit. And at the due date, when we settle the bill, bills payable debit. So the X account and the bills payable account both are closed, nullified, cancelled. So which means that we have done all the journal entries perfect. Tell me, guys, any difficulties?
No, sir.
I want answer from everybody.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Superb. So now, guys, now what we have done, guys, we have done illustration 2, that is the question based on case 2, where one person is drawing the bill, just one person is drawing the bill, but both are benefited. Both are benefited. Now, guys, we'll be doing a case 3 where drawer and drawee, like both of them will draw bills on each other, like both of them will draw bills on each other, and both of will enjoy. Both of them will enjoy. Both of them will enjoy. Now, illustration 3, guys, accommodation of bills drawn on each other. Bill is being drawn on each other with the intention to help each other. So let's look at the question, guys. It says that X draws a bill on Y for 500 for 4 months on 1st Jan 2021. So the period of drawing is, guys, the bill is valid for 4 months. So X is drawing a bill for 500 rupees on Y. Okay, on 1st of Jan. And Y draws on X. Now Y is drawing on X for a similar amount and the similar term. So term here also will be 4 months and amount will be 500. So guys, X is drawing a bill on Y for 500 rupees and the term is 4 months. And similarly, Y is also drawing a bill which is got for 500 rupees and for 4 months. Both bills were discounted from the respective banks. So X discounted the money with his bank and Y discounted the money with his bank. Okay. At the rate of 6%. So the discount charges is 6%. Okay. On the due date, both the parties meet their respective acceptances, pass necessary journal entries in the books of X and Y. Very easy. Okay, let's suppose this is X. And this is Y. And let's suppose this is SBI. SBI Bank. Or let's say both of them are having a common bank for easy of understanding. So guys, X is drawing a bill on Y. One is bill of exchange 500 and for which Y is accepting. For which Y is accepting. Then what is happening is Y is drawing a bills of exchange. And now the acceptance is given by whom? By X. Then what is happening? This bill, whatever excess received, this bill X is discounting. Okay. And this bill, what Y is received from X, is going to his banker and getting it discounted. And on the due date, guys, on the due date, the payment is made. Guys, Y has to make the payment. Okay. For convenience sake, let me take us two separate bank. 1 second. Yes, let's suppose this is SBI and let's suppose this is Axis. So Y is discounting with his bank. Okay. Now, this is the process, guys. Till this, I hope all of you clear with the diagram.
Yes, sir.
Bill of exchange, X is drawing a bill on Y, and bill Y is accepting this bill. And then Y is drawing a bill on X, and to which X is accepting. Then what is happening? X, the bill what is received from Y, he's taking to his bank and getting it discounted. He's getting it discounted. And Y, whatever bill he's got, he's taking to his bank and is getting discounted. Now tell me, guys, X will make the payment on the due date to which bank, and Y will make the payment of due date to which bank? X will make the payment of the bill to which bank?
Access.
Guys, X will have to make the payment to Axis Bank, and Y will have to make the payment to SBI Bank. Any confusions? Logic is very simple, guys. Y is accepted the bill. This bill, Y is accepted, and whatever the bill Y is accepted, X is discounted from which bank? SBI Bank. So in SBI Bank, which bill is being discounted? The bill which Y is accepted. So to SBI, who will pay? Y will pay. And in Axis Bank, which bill got discounted? The bill which was accepted by X. X said that, okay, I'll pay. That bill was discounted. So X on the due date has to pay to Axis Bank. So luckily in this question, there are not two banks, like two different banks. So there's no question of SBI or Axis being mentioned. But this is the concept of this. This is the concept of this particular case. Now, guys, let's do the entry. Now, guys, in the books of X, date, particulars.
12th CBSE 2021.
Who's that in between talking? Debit, credit. Now, guys, please tell me the first transaction which is encountered between X and Y. I will not record the first entry because sending the bill, for that we don't record any entry. But Y is accepting the bill, guys. Y is accepting the bill. When Y is accepting the bill, it is bills receivable for X. Do you agree with me, guys? So on 1st Jan 2021, 1st Jan, what is happening, guys? Y is accepting the bill and giving it back to X. So X is receiving the bill. So can I say bills receivable account debit? Guys, 500 rupees X is receiving. Can he keep that money forever?
No, sir.
He has to pay that money back to Y. So to remember to pay money back to somebody in future, I need to create a liability. So to Y account 500. So I've created asset, I've created a liability. Then what is happening, guys? Second entry I've recorded. Third entry, now Y is drawing the bill on X. So when bill is drawn, we don't record any entry. Only in the fourth stage, when X is accepting the bill, that time you have to record the entry. Now please tell me, guys, if X is accepting the bill, acceptance of the bill means, can I say acceptance of the liability?
Yes, sir.
Acceptance of liability to whom? Liability to pay in bank in future. So it is acceptance towards bills payable. So can I say 2 bills payable? 500 credit. And this 500 rupees, what we are paying, did we enjoy anything in anything? Did X enjoy anything worth 500?
No,
No.
sir.
So we did not enjoy anything. So which this 500 rupees we have to pay on behalf of Y. So we'll be receiving this 500 rupees from Y in future. So Y account debit 500 rupees. Okay, not okay.
Okay, sir.
So basically this is bills receivable entry and this is bills payable entry. Because one person is accepting as well as he's receiving the bills. He's accepting the bills payable and he's receiving the bills receivable. So asset and liability both are recorded. I'm talking from X point of view. Then what is happening? X is going to the banker and getting the bills discounted. Which bill will he get discounted, guys? Which bill is getting discounted? Can I say this bill is getting discounted?
Yes, sir.
And when is he discounting? No date is mentioned. So can I say on the 1st of January is getting discounted? When the bill is discounted, guys, bank account debit, discounting charges, account debit, to bills receivable. Bills is going out. Bills is going out worth 500 rupees. Bills is going out worth 500 rupees. So guys, 500 rupees. And what is the discounting charges per annum? 6 by 100. And what is the term of the bill, guys? Term of the bill is 4 months into 4 by 12. So can you please tell me the discounting charges?
10 rupees.
10 rupees is discounting charges. So from the banker, can I see you'll be receiving 490 rupees? So I've recorded this entry also. Then finally, what is happening, guys? On the 6th entry, Y is discounting. So I will be recording that in Y's book. And finally, 7th, what is happening? The bill is being settled. The bill is honored. So honoring of bill on the due date. Honoring of the bill on the due date. What will be the entry? 4th of April is the due date. You're honoring the bill. Guys, you're making the payment of the bills payable. So you need to close the liability. Bills
So-
payable account will be debited. Yes, boss.
Sir, it is a 4-month bill.
So it will be 4th of May.
Yes, sir.
Guys, it's a 4-month bill. Feb, March, April, May. Plus 3 grace days, 4th of May. So bills payable account debit to bank. 500 rupees, 500 rupees. Now let's see if accounts is perfectly matching or not matching. Now guys, let's talk about first Y's account. Y's account is showing first a credit balance of 500. So Y credit, Y debit. So Y account is settled, guys. Settled. Then what is happening, guys? Bills receivable 500 debit, bills receivable 500 credit, settled. Bills payable 500 credit, and finally here bills payable debit, settled. So 3 accounts is created here, guys. Bills receivable, bills payable, and Y. All the 3 are settled. Any problem in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir,
Yes, boss.
so can you explain that last entry, sir? Bills payable.
Very simple, Kana. இப்போ வந்து நீங்க ஒரு bills payable accept பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா? On 1st of
Yes.
Jan, Y is drawn bill on X. So X has to pay to the Y's banker.
Yes, sir.
That entry is this. This payment you're making to the Y banker. அதாவது in our diagram, we agreed, no, that X will give this payment to Axis Bank on the due date. X has to give the அதாவது Y வந்து டிஸ்கவுண்ட் பண்ண அமௌண்ட் வந்து யார் பே பண்ணுவான்? X தானே பே பண்ணணும். கண்ணா இதுக்கே கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆனா எப்படி? இதெல்லாம் வந்து வார்ம் அப் क्वेश्चंस தான். டைனாசரஸ் அளவுக்கு क्वेश्चन இருக்கு. 3 क्वेश्चन இருக்கு.
So 4th May அன்னைக்கு XY க்கு கொடுப்பான்ல sir 500.
எதுக்கு Y? அதுக்கு தான் வந்து பின்னோன் பில் டிரா பண்ணிட்டானே. எதுக்கு X Y கொடுக்குறான்? Look at the question. Understand the question. Read the question once. X will give to Y when if half of the proceeds what X is taken that is already transferred to Y and remaining half is not transferred. அப்போ transfer பண்ணும்போது வரும். கண்ணா நீ என்ன சொல்ற? அதாவது X வந்து Y க்கு கொடுக்கணும், கரெக்ட்டா?
Yes, sir.
X Y க்கு எது கொடுக்கணும்? Why should X give to Y?
Because Y should pay to SBI Bank.
இங்க வருவோம். Coming to this diagram. Y has to pay to SBI Bank, கரெக்ட்டா?
Yes, sir.
For that only he has discounted the money from the Axis Bank, no, already. He's already having the money with him, no? Now, Pratiksha, very simple case. X is given bill of 500 to Y.
Yes, sir.
Y has given the acceptance to X. And X is
Yes.
gone and discounted. Discounted, how much? Let's say 490 rupees is discounted.
Yes, sir.
This 490 rupees X is enjoying. Who has to pay for this?
X.
X எப்படி pay பண்ணுவான்? Y தானே pay பண்ணுவான். Y will pay to SBI Bank, no?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So how will Y get money to pay that? For that only, Y drew a bill on X, no? For that, Y drew a bill on X, and Y X is given his acceptance. So what he did is, on the maturity date, he was not sure whether X will give the money or not. So he played very smart. So Y is telling that X, on the due date, I have to make the payment to SBI, and I don't know whether you will make the payment to me or not. So I don't want to take a risk. So you better give me a bills of exchange in writing. So what did Y do? Y went and discounted this with Axis Bank, and he enjoyed 490 rupees. So now why should X give to Y money to Y? So whatever this 490 rupees Y is having, that he will settle and give to SBI Bank and settle the account, no?
Okay, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
X will give money to Y only if Y is not drawing a bill on X.
Okay.
Guys, others all able to follow. Pratiksha is asking, sir, X has to give 490 to Y. No, not required. Because instead of giving 490 rupees as cash to Y, X has given a bill worth 490 to Y. So either you can give asset in form of cash or bank, or asset in form of bills receivable. So in this case, he's giving a bill. X is giving, instead of money, is giving a bill. Are you clear now with this, Pratiksha?
Yes, sir.
Everybody's clear with this? Guys, you
Yes,
should be very clear with this, I'm telling you, because the next 3 questions, what we're going to do tomorrow, it is a big bomb. It is from the ICA material. And if you're not clear with the basics, the complicated questions will become very much complex for you to solve. The understanding of the concept has to be very much there. You cannot by heart, guys. I'm telling you one thing, you cannot by heart any of these entries. The moment the slight twist in the question is happening, the journal entry will change. And whatever you by hearted will go for a waste. So concept is what you have to focus on. So if any entry, if you're not able to digest, please ask me, I'll explain the concept.
Sir, X has to pay to the SB, no, sir?
X doesn't have to pay to SBI, no? X has to pay to Axis Bank.
Axis Bank.
Correct. For X has to pay how much rupees? 490 rupees to Axis Bank.
Yes, sir.
And this 490 only is discounted from SBI Bank, no? So whatever money is discounted from the SBI Bank, he will pay to the Axis Bank after 4 months of period. He will pay this money to Axis Bank.
Okay, sir. Understood.
You're getting my point? So
Yes, sir.
490 rupees X is enjoying from SBI Bank, and he will be settling to Axis Bank. Whereas Y is enjoying 490 rupees from Axis Bank, and to which he has to pay 490 to the SBI Bank. Enjoy from one bank, give it to another bank. So X is enjoying from SBI, and he'll have to pay to Axis Bank. Whereas Y is getting his bill discounted from Axis Bank. So from Axis Bank, and he'll have to pay to, Y will have to pay to SBI. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Now guys, let's do the entry in books of Y. In the books of Y, date, particulars, debit, credit. What is the first transaction that is happening, guys? X is giving a bill of exchange to Y. Will I record this entry in Y's book? For sending and receiving the bill, no entry. Only entry will come upon the acceptance. Y is accepting this, guys. So this entry I have to record. Y is accepting the bill. Acceptance of the bill means, can I say it is bills payable?
Yes, sir.
So on 1st Jan, 2 bills payable. Which means in future date, on the due date, Y has to pay this 1000 rupees to bank. Not 1000, 500 rupees to bank. And this 500 rupees, Y has to receive from X. So X account debit 500. So once we receive this money from X in future, we'll pay this to bank. But in future, is X going to give the money? No. Instead of giving money, X is accepting the bill for Y. Guys, this 500 debit means what? X has to pay this money to Y in future. So either you give a cash or bank to Y in future. Instead, what X did, I'm not going to give you money. Why? Do one thing. You draw a bill to me. I will give a acceptance. So this asset is being knocked off against a liability. Liability of X. So what is happening, guys? On 1st of Jan, what is happening? Y is drawing a bill. Y is drawing a bill on X. After X is drawing a bill, now Y is drawing. Now Y is drawing a bill worth 500 to X, to which X is accepting and giving it back to Y. So guys, Y is getting bills receivable. Y is getting bills receivable. Bills receivable account debit 500 to X 500. Now guys, this entry means that Y has to give 500 to X. Y has to give 500 to X. Y has to receive 500 from X. Receiving, giving, entry will knock off. This means Y has to receive. This means Y has to give. Entry knocked off. Clear, not clear? So now X does not have to give any money to Y, and Y does not have to give any money to X. Whatever money they have on the respective due dates, they will settle to the respective bankers. Clear or not clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
Now what happens, guys? Y is getting the bill discounted on 1st of Jan. From which bank is he going and getting discounted? This bill of 500 rupees, which is coming from whom? This is coming from whom?
X.
X. So it is getting discounted. So where will Y go and discount? Axis Bank or SBI Bank?
Axis Bank.
So please tell me what will be the entry. Bank account debit. Discounting charges account debit. 2. Bills receivable. 2 bills receivable. So 500 rupees bills receivable is knocked out. Now see, debit bills receivable, credit bills receivable gone. 490 rupees is coming, 10 rupees is discounting charges. So what is finally left, guys? Finally 500 rupees money is left. Now who will pay this money? Y will pay. It has to come from X, but X will not give money because X is already given 500 worth bills receivable to you. Instead of giving cash as asset, is given bills receivable as asset. So you already have this 500 rupees. You pay it. So on the due date, that is on 4th of May. On 4th of May, what will you do? Bills payable will be settled by giving a debit to bank 500. The logic is very simple, guys. Y has enjoyed this 500 rupees and he's paying this 500 rupees. That's all. X has enjoyed 500 rupees, he's paying 500 rupees. This is an arrangement where a bill is drawn on each other so that the help can be given to each other. And the help what each of them has received, they will settle that to the respective banks. Now are you clear with the concept?
Yes.
Everybody. These 3
Yes, sir.
questions, what I've done, guys, before you solve a complex problem tomorrow, you need to practice this once by yourself. I'll be doing one more question, guys. I'll give a break to all of you for about 7 minutes. We'll come back and continue with one question of ICAI study material, and then we'll wind up today's session. So please take a break of 7 minutes. So guys, welcome back from the break. So now let's continue with question from the study material, guys. Please take illustration 9 of a study material. It says that on 1st July 2019, George drew a bill of 1,80,000 rupees for 3 months on Harry for a mutual accommodation. For mutual accommodation means this is a question on accommodation of bill. Harry accepted the bills of exchange. Georgie had purchased goods worth 1,81,000 rupees from Jack on the same date. Now let's do the diagram, guys. So whenever you do a question of accommodation, to remove the confusions or unwanted doubts, it is better to draw a diagram. So guys, here it is Jack, right? Georgie, Harry, and Jack. Okay, so Georgie. Georgie, Harry. Not Harry, it's Harry. Okay. Harry. And the third party is Jack. Okay. So what is happening is Georgie is drawing a bill of 180 on Harry. So one is draw bill of exchange for 1,80,000 rupees, and Harry is accepting it. So accepting a bills of exchange. Okay. Then what is happening? George has purchased the goods worth 181 from Jack on the same date. Okay. So what is happening is Jack is purchasing the goods. So the third entry is for purchase of goods. purchase of goods. And for that, what is happening? George is endorsing Harry's acceptance to Jack. So this is a case of endorsement. He's not getting it discounted from the back. Whatever the acceptance of bill is received from Harry, George is endorsing the bill. So endorsement of bill. Okay. George endorsed Harry's acceptance to Jack in full settlement. So bill is worth 180, guys. So goods is purchased for 181 and bill has been endorsed for 180. So remaining 1,000 rupees, George has to give to Jack from his pocket. Okay. It says that on 1st of September. So guys, when is the due date for this? 3 months. So August, September, October. Is it 4th of October? Guys, 4th of October is the due date?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so this transaction we have seen. On 1st September 2019, Jack purchased goods. On 1st September 2019, Jack purchased goods worth 190 from Harry. Oh. On 1st September, Jack is now purchasing goods worth 190 from Harry. So Jack is receiving the goods from Harry. So this is 5th transaction. Purchase from Harry. Okay. And the bill amount is, sorry, the goods worth is 190. 1,90,000 is goods worth. And Jack endorsed the bill of exchange received from Georgie. Jack endorsed a bill of exchange received from Georgie. Okay. So this bill, what he's received, he's endorsing that bill. Look at the language, guys. Jack endorsed. Jack is the now who's purchased the goods, no? So Jack has purchased these goods from Harry. So he's endorsing the bill of exchange that is received from Georgie. So this bill, what he received from Georgie, he's endorsing that in the 6th transaction. Jack endorsed bills of exchange received from Georgie to Harry and paid 9,000 in full settlement. So guys, this is the endorsement part. Now endorsement is the bill for worth 180. So guys, 1,90,000 is the goods that is purchased for. In that, the bill is endorsed for 180. 9,000 is being given to him as cash or bank, and 1,000 rupees is discount received. Guys, the question says that 9,000 is paid in full settlement. 190 is worth of goods. So from that 190 worth bills exchange, if you give, balance 10,000 is still payable. In that, only 9,000 is being paid. 1,000 is not paid, which means it is a discount received from Harry. Jack is getting a discount from Harry. Okay, now on 1st October 2019, Harry purchased the goods worth 2 lakh from Georgie. Oh. Now what is happening? Now Harry is purchasing the goods. Purchasing goods from Georgie. For what value? 2 lakh rupees. For what? 2 lakh rupees. Now tell me one thing, guys. Georgie has drawn a bills of exchange of 180 to Harry. Okay. And Harry has accepted. So can I say Harry has to pay this 2 lakh rupees to Georgie? Sorry, 190 to Georgie. Guys, Georgie has drawn a bill of 180 on Harry. He's accepted it and given back. So can I say in future Georgie has to pay one, because Harry has to settle this amount, not to the banker. So can I say George has to pay 180 back to Harry?
Yes, sir.
So now instead of Georgie is saying, okay, instead of giving you 180, I'm giving you 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh rupees worth goods. So from this 2 lakh rupees worth good, 1,80,000 will be adjusted against the bill that has been accepted by Harry. And can I say balance 20,000 Harry will have to pay to now Georgie?
Yes, sir.
Is this clear? Guys, I told you this ICA study material questions are little bomb. So this question is at least little bit okay. The next 3 questions, what you're going to see is actually a big bomb. So you have to be very clear with what is happening, guys. You have to be very clear with what is happening. So let's do this one by one, guys. Let's do this one by one. Now tell me one thing. I'll not do it on the board. I'll show it in the textbook itself. Tell me one thing. First transaction, guys. First transaction you have to talk about. George is drawing a bill on Harry. On drawing a bill, do we record any entry?
No, sir.
No. So can I say for the first entry, there is no journal entry. We are doing the journal entry in the books of Georgie now. First, we'll do it in the books of Georgie now. Okay. So please tell me, or I'll do better. No, better I'll do the journal entry for you. So guys, on the date of drawing bill on 1st of July 2019, on 1st of July 2019, for drawing the bill, there is no entry. But on acceptance of the bill on the same date, there'll be an entry. So date, particulars, debit, credit. So on the date of acceptance, guys, 2019. This is 2019, and the date is 1st of July. 1st of July. For drawing, there is no entry. For accepting, there is entry. So guys, we are doing the journal entry in whose books? In books of Georgie. So guys, Georgie is drawing the bill, Harry is accepting the bill. So after Harry is accepting the bill, bill is coming back to Georgie. So can I say for Georgie it is bills receivable account debit?
Yes, sir.
And guys, can I say this 1,80,000 is not the permanent amount of Georgie. Georgie has to repay this money back to Harry. Why? Because Harry has accepted the bill. So Harry has to, on the due date, he has to give the money to banker. So we have to pay the money back to Harry. So can I say bills receivable account debit to Harry 1,80,000 rupees? Please tell me, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I want answer from everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now then what is happening?
Yes, sir.
After the bill is being accepted, next is on the third stage, goods is being purchased from Jack on credit. Goods worth 1,81,000 is purchased. On what date it is purchased, guys? On the same date. Georgie has purchased goods worth 181 from the Jack on the same date. Same date means what? Can I say 1st of July?
Yes, sir.
So on 1st of July, what is the entry for purchase? Credit purchase. Purchase account debit to Jack. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then what is happening? Georgie endorsed the Harry's acceptance to Jack in full settlement. Date is not given. So can I say the same on the same date of 1st of July, the check has been endorsed or the bill has been endorsed?
Yes, sir.
Tell me one thing, guys. On the date of purchase, we have a liability to pay to Jack. When the bill is endorsed, can I say the liability is over?
Yes, sir.
So Jack, I need to close the liability, 1,81,000 rupees. 2, the liability is settled against what? Are we paying cash? Are we paying bank check? Or are we paying bills receivable?
Bills receivable.
Bills receivable. So can I say 2 bills receivable? But what is the value of bills receivable? Is it 180 or 181?
180.
180. Now look at the language question says that Georgie endorsed Harry's acceptance to Jack in full settlement, which means remaining 1,000 rupees we have to pay to Jack. Are we paying to Jack? Or is Georgie paying to Jack?
No, sir.
Will he pay Jack? Will he pay that amount to Jack in future?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
So can I say that he's getting 1,000 rupees discount? You can say discount or rebate. Here it is in your textbook, they've done as rebate. You can take it as discount received or rebate. But in the concept of bills of exchange, the term what they use is bills of rebate. They don't use the word discount received. So you can also use the word rebate received. Any problem in this so far?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So third entry, fourth entry endorsement is taken care. Now after that, guys, Jack is purchasing from Harry, and Harry is endorsing this check to. Jack is endorsing this check to Harry. So this 2 transaction is happening between Jack and Harry, to which Georgie is not concerned. Later, what is happening? Harry is purchasing goods from George worth 2 lakh rupees. So can I say George is selling the goods on credit to Harry?
Yes, sir.
So the sale is happening on 1st of October. On 1st of October, Harry purchased goods from George. Harry is purchasing goods from George. So George is selling goods to Harry. So please tell me, guys, on 1st of October 2019, what will be the entry? What will be the entry?
Harry to sales.
Harry is my debtor. Now, Harry account debit to sales. Sale is worth 2 lakh rupees. Sale is worth 2 lakh rupees. And we have to receive 2 lakh rupees from Harry. Now guys, let's see if all the accounts has been settled. If not settled, then the settlement entry has to be passed. Now guys, if I talk about bills receivable debit 180, bills receivable credit 180 gone. Jack 181 credit, Jack 181 debit gone. Harry guys, 180 is in credit. In debit, how much? 2 lakh. So can I say Harry has to be credited by 20,000 rupees?
Yes, sir.
So what will be that entry? Guys, Harry is 20 here in debit and here 20 credit. So which means 20 is shortfall in credit. So can I say to Harry 20?
Yes, sir.
So what will be debit 20?
Cash or bank?
Cash or bank? Harry paid the amount due to Georgie by check. So it is bank account debit. On 1st of October, bank account debit. So what has happened, guys? Georgie was owing 1,80,000 rupees to Harry, which means what? Georgie was supposed to pay this 180 to Harry in future. Instead of paying cash, what did Georgie do? Georgie gave 2 lakh worth goods. That is, he sold 2 lakh worth goods to Harry. So Georgie said, Dad, see, 2 lakh worth goods I'm giving you. Settle this. Like, you don't pay me cash back because I have to pay you 180. No, Georgie saying I have to pay you 180. So you don't pay me 2 lakh. From this 2 lakh, you minus this 180. What I have to pay you? Balance 20,000, you pay me. So that's what has happened. So bank account debit to Harry. Now, if you look at, guys, Harry account credit 20,000. Harry account credit 180. So total credit is 2 lakh and debit is total 2 lakh. Why did I pass this last entry, guys? Why did I pass this last entry bank to Harry? Because the question says that Harry paid the balance amount due. Balance is not given, it is understood. The amount due to George by check. He's not giving the entire 2 lakh rupees. Why will he give 2 lakh rupees? Harry's purchased goods worth 2 lakh, guys. Harry's purchased goods worth 2 lakh. Why should he give 2 lakh? Because out of this 2 lakh, Georgie has to give 180. So Harry's telling that you have to give me 180. No, you have to give me 180. From this 2 lakh which I have to give you, I'll minus 180. I'll minus 180 and I'll give the balance 20,000 to you. Who's saying? Harry's saying. Harry's saying that I have to give you 2 lakh and you have to give me 180. The amount what you have to give me, I'll minus it and give the balance 20. This is what is happening here. Okay, not okay?
Okay, sir.
Is it matching with the textbook answer?
Yes,
Please
sir.
check. Please check and confirm. We recorded this as the first entry, bills receivable to Harry. Then we recorded this entry as second. Then this as third. And then we recorded this as fourth and this as fifth. We went in the order and sequence, guys. Any difficulty in this, please? Raghav, Shruti, Roshni,
No doubt, sir.
Bhavika, Akshita, comfortable? Lakshna?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now guys,
Yes, sir.
the question is not done with this. The question is asking us to pass entries in book of Harry also. So we'll do the entry in the books of Harry also. In the books of Harry, date, particulars, DR, CR. Now tell me, guys, when is the first transaction that is being incurred by Harry? The first transaction is like Georgie is giving the bill to Harry. So upon giving the bill, there is no entry. Harry is accepting it. On acceptance, there is a entry that needs to be recorded. The acceptance is given on 1st of July 2019. So 2019, guys, 1st of July, acceptance is given. Acceptance means what? Acceptance to make the payment in future. So two bills payable, 1,80,000 rupees. And this 180, guys, as on 1st of July, we have to recover this money from whom? Georgie. So Georgie account debit. We are helping Georgie. So Georgie has to pay this 180 rupees to Harry on due date, and Harry will make this payment to the banker on due date. So as of now, this is the sequence. Okay. Now what happens? After this, Georgie is purchasing it from Jack. So I don't have to record any entry in the books of Jack, in the books of Harry. And fourth entry, what is happening? Georgie is endorsing the goods to Jack. Even this I don't have to record because this is happening between Georgie and Jack. I'm accounting in books of Harry. Then what happens? In fifth transaction, Jack is purchasing goods from Harry. So Harry is selling goods or purchasing goods?
Selling.
He's selling goods to Jack worth 1,90,000 rupees. On which date? On which date? On 1st September 2019, the sale is happening. Yes, be very careful. The language here is 1 September, Jack purchased. We are not recording in the books of Jack. We are recording in books of Harry. For Jack, it is purchase. For Harry, it is sale. So you have to be very careful with the question. So on 1st of September, the sale entry, guys, to sale. And sale is worth 1,90,000 rupees. And we are supposed to receive, that is Harry is supposed to receive money from Jack in future. So Jack account debit 1,90,000 rupees. This is the credit sale entry, being credit sale done to Jack, being credit sale made to Jack. Any doubts in these two entries? Now in the sixth transaction, guys, Jack is endorsing the bill. What is the endorsement bill worth? Bill is worth endorsement 180. So out of 1,90,000 rupees which Jack has to pay, in that he is giving it in form of 180 bills of exchange, which means remaining 10,000 is supposed to settle in form of cash or bank. But how much is he settling? He's settling only 9,000 rupees, which means what? 1,000 rupees is a discount gained by Jack. If discount is gaining this Jack, if discount is gained by Jack, can I say it is a discount given by Harry?
Yes, sir.
So now on 1st of September, one thing is very clear that Jack's liability to pay to Harry or Harry's expectation to receive from Jack is met. How? We'll see. So we need to close Jack's asset. How is it closed? By getting a bills receivable. We are getting a bills receivable worth 1,80,000 rupees. And this 9,000, guys, 9,000 is paid by cash or bank. Jack endorsed a bill of exchange received from Georgie to Harry and paid 9,000 in full settlement. 9,000 is paid in full settlement. Mode is not mentioned, guys. Can I say cash? Harry will receive this 9,000 rupees from cash, and remaining 1,000 which is not receiving is a discount allowed or rebate allowed. So can I say this is rebate allowed? Rebate allowed is expense, loss. Rebate allowed, which is a loss. So 1,90,000 of Jack's account is settled. How? By getting bills receivable worth 180, by getting cash worth 9,000, and by 1,000 loss. This is how Jack's account is settled. Okay, not okay?
Okay, sir.
Now tell me, guys, what is happening? After this, what is happening? The seventh entry is, guys, the seventh stage is where Harry is purchasing goods from George. Harry is purchasing goods from George. What will be the entry for purchase? When is the goods being purchased? The goods is purchased on 1st of October. Guys, you have to come in the order of the question. Till the due date is not come. So on the 1st of October, purchase account debit to Georgie. 2 lakh worth goods has been purchased. Now tell me, guys, let's see whether the account is closed or not closed. Let's talk about first Georgie. Guys, Georgie 180 debit. And Georgie, if you see straight away, 20 credit. So can I say there's something missing on the debit 20,000 rupees? Tell me, guys, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So how do we close this? Guys, can I say on 1st of October, you're making the payment. How is the payment happening? By check. Harry paid the money to Georgie by check. So to bank, we're paying 20,000 rupees. To whom? To Georgie. Georgie account debit 20,000 rupees. Georgie account debit 20,000 rupees. Now let's see whether Georgie account is closed or not. Guys, Georgie account debit 180. Georgie account debit 20. So total is 2 lakh debit. And here 2 lakh credit. So Georgie's account is closed. Clear, guys, concept? Now if I come in the order of the question, guys, bills payable credit. Did we make the payment of bills payable? Not yet. So guys, the due date of the bill, guys, Harry is the person who's accepted the bill in the initial stage. So he is the person who has to make the payment to the bank on 4th of October. So on 4th of October, bills payable account will be debited to bank 1,80,000 rupees and 1,80,000 rupees. Now guys, bills payable debit 180 and bills payable credit 180 is knocked off. Then guys, coming down, Jack's account has to be closed. Jack 190 debit credit knocked off. What else to be closed, guys? What else to be closed? This bills receivable should be closed. 180 rupees bills receivable we got should be closed. Is bills receivable getting closed, guys? We missed out one entry, is it? Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Now guys, 1 second. This entry, bills payable will come and debit for sure. It will not be bank. It will be bills receivable. Can somebody tell me why it will not be bank? Did we endorse this anywhere from the banker? Tell me, guys. Why it should be bank, first of all? It should be bank only if it is a case of discounting from the bank. Had we discounted this anywhere from the bank? Harry gave this bill to George, Georgie gave this bill to Jack, Jack gave to Harry. So everything came back to Harry, no? So Harry initially had a bills payable, and later from Jack he had a bills receivable. So don't you think that bills payable and bills receivable, this will be knocked off against each other? And it should be knocked off against each other. Guys, what is the starting point? For the starting point of Harry was bills payable. He accepted a bills to Georgie. And the same bill went roundabout and came back to Harry as a bills receivable. This is a liability and this is an asset. So don't you think the liability and asset should be knocked off with each other? It's a unique case, guys. So bills payable account, so you will have to lock off the liability and you have to knock off the asset. So bills payable debit, guys, here, and bills payable credit here we knocked off earlier. This one we knocked off earlier. At the same time, this bills receivable 180 debit and this 180 credit has to be knocked off. Guys, I hope you're able to understand what I'm doing. Guys,
Yes, sir.
finally on 4th of October due date, we don't have to make this payment to anybody. I mean, payment has to be made to whom? Harry. So Harry has to pay and Harry has to receive. So payment and receipt is being knocked off. We are not getting this discounted from the bank. So two bank entry will not come. So this liability of bills payable has to be settled against the bills receivable asset. Tell me, guys, comfortable, not comfortable? If anybody's got any doubt, please go through the question. Aram se, if you have any doubts, please ask me. I'll help. Don't worry. Let's not hurry. Let's not panic. Let's go aram se. You can look at this entry and the entry which is there in the textbook. You can look at this diagram and the entry which is there in the textbook.
Sir,
Yes, boss.
sir, in the book they are passing this bills payable account debit to bills receivable account
On 1st September.
Yes, sir.
Wait. So technically it is 1st September. Why? Because Jack is purchasing the goods and he's endorsing the bill on same date. The date on which he is receiving the bill. So that day, that is the day, right, on which you're supposed to knock off the asset and liability. Because your liabilities come back to you in form of asset. So technically, the textbook is correct. It has to be 1st of September. Guys, tell me one thing. This bill's receivable, when is Harry receiving? Jack is endorsing the bill on 1st September. So the bill's receivable is coming on 1st September. So will it not make sense to knock off the asset and liability on the same date? See, bills payable liability is created on 1st of July. And receivable is happening on 1st of September. So this liability has to be knocked off against this asset on this date itself. No? Why do we wait till 4th of October? Why do we wait till 4th of October? So technically it is right. It is 1 September, Pratiksha. Are you able to understand the logic behind this?
Yes, sir.
Others? Others?
Yes, sir.
Okay, not okay.
Okay, sir.
I hope all of you have noted down the diagram, because this diagram will help you, to understand the order and sequence in which you have to make the journal entry. This question, guys, if you work out twice by yourself, you should be comfortable. So yes, guys, that's all from my side for today. So I'll see you all in the next class. And guys, if you like this video, please do subscribe my YouTube channel and do forward these classes to maximum people, guys, so that we could reach maximum people. Please show some love, and please do comment on the comment section as to how do you feel about these classes, and if you have any feedbacks, so please do mention your feedbacks in the comment section. So guys, that's all from my side today. I'll see you all in the next class. Until then, bye-bye. See you. Take care.